I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rucha Ha Kodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Also, a sincere shalom to you other elders scattered abroad. Also, a sincere salute to you other Akim, shalom to the few, to Akim and a few sisters, and you followers. And we say to the elect, shalom. Okay, I want to go on this video that someone sent to me, not even in the truth, because they know I know about this stuff. And I've read on this before, but I never got around to doing a video on it. But you know, because you got a lot of misinformation, so you got to make sure you know what you're going into before just getting a good story, right? We are the news, we're the real news, right? But we're not out to just get a fan base. And I'll say at Great Millstone, we're not like that. We're out to bring out the prophecies. Okay, anyway, this is a story it's called Eat Celebrity Meat. This is a story about celebrities giving their tissue samples to a lab, a biolab, to create meat. Okay, that is the best way to put it. They're taking their cells and their tissues, the tissue of their bodies, and they're donating it to labs, and the labs is creating meat, various forms of meat from their tissue, grown in labs. And what they're doing is they're trying to do away with the animals and use human flesh to grow in labs to create meat. I mean, we've been saying it, we've been saying it. So this goes right here. I'll try to make this quick. It says, eat celebrity meat. This is the article. Eat celebrity meat. Bite Labs grow meat from celebrity tissue samples and uses it to make artisanal salami. So let me look up that word. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. So I don't want to just jump and say those things and I don't know what the heck it is. Let's see what this says. Artisanal. Okay, I did hear that before. It just looked different. It says relating to characteristics of artisan. Okay. Produced in limited quantities from traditional methods. Okay, so craftsman, handicraft, a person who produces something such as cheese, wine, quantities using traditional methods. Okay, so that's what that is. So it uses artisanal salami, right, meaning created from a particular method. So I said, well, in little words at the bottom of it says learn more about the process. So I said, well, let me check this out. But first, let me go here. It says, you got a list of celebrities: James Franco, Jennifer Lawrence, Kanye West, he had to be in there, Ellen DeGeneres, and I'm sure there's various other celebrities who are using their flesh to grow in labs. So you could be, if you have a favorite artist, or you want to get closer to your celebrities, and they're using celebrities to do that, and that's the way to get it going. It's always, media related, using the celebrities to bring in agendas. But let's read Kanye West's. I read the other ones, but I want to read Kanye's. His biography of his flesh being distributed into these bite labs. Kanye West always pushes the boundary in taste. The Kanye salami will pull no punches, heavy and boldly flavored. Pure Kanye West meat will blend with rich, coarse ground pork. Pork! The other ones don't have anything to say with pork. But this Israelite right here, pork. Hungarian paprika and Worcestershire give Kanye an underlined smokiness, spiced up with hints of jalapeno. Kanye salami, it's called the Kanye salami, is best paired with strong straight bourbon. So you got to know that they're going to make it real expensive too. So you can, anything that's expensive becomes very popular. And if it's very popular, everybody wants it. So this is crazy. But this is what we preach on. This is what we talk about. We told you about this man and his system and what he is. We told you about the rulers of darkness and what they're about and what they do. It's not a secret. I remember watching the you watch The Walking Dead, the zombie movies. Well, they're helping you out. And it makes more sense why these movies come out. Have you Jake or The Walking Dead, and you will be literally eating flesh. Right? That's what they're saying. There have been rumors of McDonald's, if you know, but go look that up because YouTube has policies on that. But there was reportedly rumors of flesh, human DNA in McDonald's food. Reportedly, allegedly, if you want to call it that. What we believe, we know. So let's go to the process. This man here, going back to Winston Churchill, right? He said he predicted a future. See, this is not really a prediction. This is what they planned. It's the plans, okay? In vitro meat. In 1931, Winston Churchill predicted a future in which all the world's meat would be grown in labs. What he asked was the sense in raising a whole chicken merely for the sake of the wings or breast meat. So we can understand that we're pretty much sure these the chicken and the meat, where it all pretty much comes from, or how it's made. Let's say that. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. Let me go on. They're talking about making the replicas of beef and pork. Okay, it says, imagine meat like never before. The process begins with myosatellite cells, which are obtained via biopsy. These are a particular type of stem cell found in adult muscle and function to repair and grow damaged muscles. Isolating a sample of these cells provide a base that can grow into as much meat as required. In order, look, mad scientists, man. And how did the FDA approve something like that? But we know. In order to produce meat in volume, we allow the myosatellite cells to multiply in a growth medium. The medium functions as a sort of artificial blood, providing the cells with nutrients and growth factors. The stem cells must not only multiply, but also develop into actual muscle. But this occurs as a matter of course, being the primary purpose of the stem cells in the first place. To become meat, not only in cell type, but in texture and structure as well. The fledgling muscle cells are attached over a sugar support, right? That's how bacteria grows when you do the research, through sugar. Cell structures, okay? This not only provides a structure for muscle to grow over, but also creates a channel for growth medium to flow through, much like veins. Could you imagine what that laboratory looked like? At this point, the growth process has moved into bioreactors, which directional stimulation of the muscles make them mature and become stronger, kind of like a cloning device. Cloning. When fully grown, these muscles pieces are combined and ground to the desired consistency. It is at this point that we mix different types of meats according to a specific recipe for each of our products. Spices, fats, oils are mixed in the flavor to adjust consistency of the meat blend. So we know this when we go into those Asian restaurants in the corner stores, on those corners, and they allegedly create certain types of meat out of thin air or through a chemical process, and then they give you the spices and the flavors and the MSG, which is monosodium glutamate if I'm not mistaken, flavor enhancers to help make the taste great, because it's all about taste, but it's not about what you're eating. So you can almost take anything and put a flavor enhancer on it and it will taste good. So we can see where it's going. Man, let's go to Ezekiel 9 and 4. I like to read this whole chapter, but I'll just get to the point. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? The abominations that's done in the midst. Right? And that's why the Lord is not going to spare, man. If you keep reading, it says, well, let me go on. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, the midst of Jerusalem, okay, and set a mark upon them of the men that sigh and cry for the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite, let not your eyes spare, and have ye pity. Slay utterly old, young, both maids, little children, and women. That's why it says maids, little children, and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, which proves the man is going to be the head, because his woman with him, or you know, other children too, women, children, man, women, children, you know, that has the righteous mark. This is not the mark in Revelation 13. You look up that word, it's a totally different mark when you go into the definition. But I'm going to jump. Well, let me go on to verse 8. Let me go to verse 8. And it came to pass, and while they were slaying them, and I was left, that I fell upon my face and cried and said, "Oh Lord God, Yahweh, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel, and the pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem?" See, people don't understand the power of the Lord and how the Most High ain't no joke, man. You know, these accounts go back in Babylon. You had in the book of Jeremiah and even Lamentations, same thing. That's why when you read the account in Jeremiah, he said, "Pray not for these people, neither lift up a cry of prayer for them." Then send unto me the iniquity of the house of Israel and the house of Judah is exceeding great, and the land is full of blood, and the city full of perverseness. For they say, the Lord hath forsaken the earth, and the Lord seeth not. So you always had times where we was in these captivities that nobody believed the Lord was coming back. And you got people today, it's the same thing. It's just that reincarnated spirit. It says, and behold, I'm jumping in 11, and behold, the man clothed with linen and had the inkhorn by his side, the cup, reported the matter, saying, I have done as thou hast commanded me. So you're going to have Yahushua when he comes back, the same thing. He's going to say, hey, I'm doing what the Most High, my Father, commanded me. He's going back in that time. It's going to come back. The same thing, you know. It's going to same thing. All hell is going to break loose, and the Most High is going to send total destruction through His Son, starting off with His Son, Yahushua. Anyway, I just thought this would be an interesting topic. You know, just the sickness of this man in his society, man. It's sick. So I have on that. Shalom.